Hey Jamaritas, this is Pam Engel, and this is my Party in the Box video. Hey, so excited. I cannot wait to talk to you guys today a little bit about Party in a Box. So let's get started. I saw this on the leaderboard. Some other rep did a little video about this, and I thought, oh my gosh, what an amazing idea. Party in the Box is basically a box that contains everything you need to have a party. So if you have a hostess that either lives too far and you can't get to them, or you just can't do it, this is a great solution. So also, if there's a customer that wants to have like a more hands-on experience, this is a perfect solution for them. So typically I would say that if you get a request for a home party and you can't get to it, to kind of pass it to your downline. But if you want to give this a shot, I think it's a great idea. It's almost like a book party, like a catalog show, except it's a little bit more hands-on. So it's great. Everything you need for Party in the Box is going to be in this file I created. It's uploaded on our team page, on Team Jamaritas in the file section. It's called Party in a Box, and it's a one-page paper. And everything we're going to talk about is on here. So this is pretty self-explanatory if you want to skip the video and watch this. Otherwise, you can just listen. So this document has rep instructions, see? And it's going to tell you every single thing that you need to include in this box. The other side to this document is going to have the hostess coaching section that's going to tell you everything that you should do with your hostess. And at the bottom, it says where it says Party in the Box. This is the part that you're going to cut out, and you're going to include this in the box. These are the instructions for your hostess on how to use the box. So everything you need is on one sheet of paper. All the steps are on there. So I am going to walk through a little bit how to build the box and how to coach. In the box, I am going to ship my mini heater, application tools, marketing materials, everything they need. And most of it is going to come back to me, which is amazing. So the first thing you need to do is get a box. Now, you can go to USPS.com and you can request, I think, up to 5 at a time, like 5 per day, and they will bring these boxes straight to your doorstep. They're absolutely free, and this small priority flat rate USPS box costs $5.25 to ship. Okay, the box is free, and it'll come straight to you. In this, we are going to ship everything. Now, just so you know, it's not that big. I mean, here is the Jamberry catalog. Like, that doesn't even really fit. See? So it's kind of small, but it's perfect. Everything fits. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to pack all the application tools that they would need. So the first thing that's going to go in is the mini heater. Now just note that I want them to ship this back to me, so I put my label on there so that she knows, oh, this is Pam's. I'm not going to keep it. This is going to go in first thing. Now, the Party in the Box is good for 5 people. I mean, you can make it for however many people you want, but I think 5 is a good number. So I'm going to include 5 nail files. You can use the Jamberry ones if you want, or you can use generic. It just depends how much you want to spend. I'm a little bit cheap, so I like to use the generic ones. So, but I use the good ones, like I use like the Revlons, not like the dollar store ones. So I include the nail files. I'm going to include some orange wood sticks for the application, and I'm going to include the scissors from the application kit. This is also going to come back to me. I'm going to give them a cuticle pusher they can share amongst themselves. I'm going to include 5 alcohol swabs. Again, they can be the Jamberry ones or generic. I'm going to include a buffer, a Jamberry buffer that they can share as well. It has 4 sides. And some business cards. Okay, now these are pretty much all the application tools they need. Oh, of course they need the jams. Now, since I said this is a party for 5 girls, they're each going to receive 1 sheet of accent nails, except I'm going to throw 1 extra one in there for outside orders, which I'll explain a little bit more in just a sec. So you're going to include 6 sheets of accent nails, okay? All of this is going to go straight into the application kit. It fits in perfectly. And you're also going to include the survey cards that come that are found on Dashboard. You're going to include 5 of those, and that can also fit in there too. So once they're ready to party, like everything they need to do is in here. Like these are the action items, like the survey cards, they're action items. Everything's in here. this closes up. Boop, boop. Okay, and this is gonna fit very perfectly into our box, but I am not going to put it in yet. One sec, we'll get to that in just a second. The other things I'm going to include are one catalog, because they're gonna share it amongst themselves. I think one's enough for all 5 of them. I'm going to also include a host or join brochure for my hostess. I'm going to include the opportunity, the join brochure, the join info doc. I'm going to include 10 order forms, not just 5, for outside orders. We'll talk about that in a second. And so when you print out your label on USPS.com, it costs $5.25 to send, but you want this back. So you're gonna print out another label addressed to you from your hostess. Okay, this is also $5.25. So you're gonna include this label with the paperwork, okay? So when she gets the box, she can simply tape this on top and then ship everything back to you. So this party right now is costing you $10.50. But if you think about it, like even through Facebook parties, like each sample costs you like 30 cents or so, and then a stamp is like 50 cents, 47 cents. So let's say like 80 cents per person. So how many samples do you send per Facebook party? Let's say you send like 10 or whatever. It almost costs this much, right? So I think it's kind of worth it. The other thing the last thing you're going to include is, remember how I told you at the bottom of this party in the box form, there is instructions for the hostess. You're going to cut this. Here it is. And you're going to include this as well with the paperwork, okay? So everything she needs is right here. Now, I found that it's a little hard to fit in this box if you put the application kit in first. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of wrap the papers a little bit around the application kit. And then this is going to fit in here really nicely, I hope. It's kind of a struggle to really fit it in, but it works. It really does. And it won't be as hard for her to ship it back, because she's probably going to keep the catalog. There's not going to be that much stuff in the application kit. But it does fit. It does fit. Ooh, my hair just came out. It does fit, okay? Everything does go in there. And the very last thing you're gonna put in is the cord. Now, I don't put the cord in the application kit because I put my stainless steel, they're stainless steel, right? I put my scissors in the application kit. And when I tried this the first time, I got a little bit worried that the scissors were going to puncture the cord. So I put the cord in at the end. Now, the rule with these boxes is if it fits, it ships. So as long as you fit everything in here, and you will fit everything in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm on camera, so I'm not going to waste time. But it will close. See how it closes? I mean, you got to do it right. I kind of just rushed because I'm on camera. But as long as it fits, it will ship. So this little nice box is ready for my hostess. Party in a box. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about what you're going to do, what your hostess is going to do. And all this, again, is on this document. So we talked about what went inside the party in the box. You included the mini heater, You included the mini heater, the application scissors, the nail files, the orange wood sticks, the buffer, and the cuticle pusher. That went into the application kit. Then you also included a catalog, the host or join brochure, 10 order forms, the survey cards, business cards, the sample sheets, the hostess instructions, and the info document. And you have to make sure that you include the return label. Okay, so everything we put in the box is on this sheet, which is phenomenal. Now, on the other side, it's going to tell you what you need to do to coach your hostess. Everything from, create it in a workspace, talk to her about outside orders, everything you need is on there. So I want to talk a little bit about the instructions that she's going to get. So in her instructions, it says that I want her to invite at least 20 friends, because industry standards show that a quarter of all your guests will actually go to the show. So we want 5 guests there, so I want her to invite 20. I'm also going to tell her that I want her to text or email little reminders the night before, letting them know that the party is the next day. And again, this is part of your job as well. And I'm going to tell her that during the party, I expect every single guest to complete the survey card and watch the application video, which is super easy. You can pull it up on YouTube. You can do it from your phone. This is what I'm going to tell her when I'm hostess coaching her. My goodness. And then, of course, I'm going to tell her how to collect payment and how to fill out the order forms. and I'm going to tell her to collect outside orders. Now, this is why I included a 6th accent sheet, because I want the 6th accent sheet to be a possible samples to give out to friends and family. Like if she's going to work or if she sees some friends, she can kind of just cut them up and give them out to get some outside orders. I want her to get 5 orders from her party, and I want her to get 5 outside orders. That's why I sent her 10 order forms. And heck, I don't care how many order forms I gave her, because they're all going to come back to me. So I like to set the bar high, and I want her to get 5 outside orders. I talk about Frank, and I talk about the samples and giving those out. So that's why she has that many outside orders. I'm also going to walk her through what to do at the end of the party. After she's gotten all the outside orders, how to pack the box. I'm going to tell her, it's really simple. I want you to put the mini heater, the scissors, the application kit, the order forms with payment, and any unused materials like extra order forms or whatever, she wants to give back, she can put in here. And then I tell her to put the label, tape it, and then just send this back to me. And so she can reuse the box. And that is it. That's all she's going to do. For us as reps, it's really important that we train her on what to do during the party. Like we want to explain about the mini heater, we want to explain about the application kit, we want to explain about some of the tools that we gave them, and we want her to kind of point some of these things out. And I think it's really important that we really stress they should probably watch the application video during the party. Now, the one rep that I saw that did this video of Party in the Box on the leaderboard, she actually gives her hostess a half sheet so that her hostess can do her nails prior to the party. So she can almost be like the rep, almost like help out during the party. And she has already had experience putting them on, so she can kind of correct her friends, and she's not gonna be like, oh yeah, these suck, like, oh, I can't do these. Like, she has experience. She'll be like, oh, you know what, it's actually really easy if you use the orange wood stick. Like, she kind of trialed and errored before. So you can either include a half sheet if you want, or you can include an extra sheet of accent nails, whatever you want to do. You can also include a personal note, totally up to you. So one important thing is, remember, our parties can only be open for 28 days. So you kind of have to keep in mind that if her party is going to be, let's say, on the 1st, you kind of want to send this to her a couple days, maybe like, I don't know, by the 25th, she should get this or so she can kind of start going through it and kind of get excited as well. Then once she has her party, you still need to give her time to collect outside orders, and then that needs to come back to you so that you can enter them into dashboard, so into your workspace. So you need to make sure that you keep a good time frame going. And as part of closing out the party, you want to make sure that you follow up with everybody that gave you the survey card, because the one key part here that is missing is the rep and getting bookings. Normally, if this was a Facebook party, you could talk to people and get bookings. If this was a home party, you could talk to them and get bookings. But because you're not there, you really have to follow up with the survey cards and get the bookings. So you want to make sure that you do that right away once you get the box back. You want to call everybody, thank them for their order, thank them for going, and ask them if they'd like to do the same thing. Party in the Box, Facebook party, home party, book party, what do you want? And associate it to the hostess. So I hope this helps. Everything that you need is on the Party in the Box form, which is uploaded on our team page. If you have any questions, give me a call, send me a PM. And again, new year, new party, new you. I am so excited. Make sure to reach out to all your friends. Let them know how excited you are about this new type of party. Super easy, something nobody else is doing. So definitely reach out to as many people as you can, and let me know how it's going. Let me know if the document needs any improvement as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Jamaritas.